You cannot touch Islam and be forgiven. Reno Omogre explains why Atiku won't contest with Peter Obi. The recent link-up of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar has continued to generate a buzz in the polity. The PDP flag bearer and his Labour Party counterpart met recently in Abuja amid speculation for a possible merger. Interestingly, Reno Omokri, former presidential aide, reacted differently to Peter Obi's recent consultation with northern politicians. Atiku, El-Rufai and others want to work with Peter Obi, Omokri explains. What is the significance of Peter Obi's rapprochement with northern power brokers in the People's Democratic Party? Not much. Peter Obi right now is tainted. How? Have you forgotten about Deborah Samuel? Of course not. The memory is still fresh in your mind. Primarily because you are a Christian and you empathize with her, seeing as she was murdered by a core Northern Muslim mob on charges of blasphemy. For Arewa, you cannot touch the North and be forgiven, but you can. For Arewa, you can touch the North and be forgiven, but you cannot touch Islam and be forgiven. Why I visited Atiku, Saraki, Lamido in Abuja, P2B speaks. Do you understand the angle where Reno is coming from? This time he's not coming out to say they cannot form alliance with Obi because he's not trustworthy. No. You know, he's always ready to launch an attack on Obi. In fact, recently I read a particular article that it was because people came out and threatened Reno and threatened, not just threatened, they threatened Reno down to his 1-year-old daughter. Do you understand? That they threatened him, I'm sorry, I just had to bring this news on, down to his 1-year-old daughter, and carried out the threat that somebody he actually assisted leaked his address, and before you know it, as in the threat became physical. That was when, and he said he called Obi, and Obi was telling him the people who are doing these things are not obedient. All those story. But Isha gave his reasons why he will never stop, coming out to what's it called? Did I say whitewash? To always come and, attack Obi. He is going to keep spilling dirt on him. Now, that is aside. Reno is not coming out to attack Obi. He's only coming out. For we Christians, we are going to remember Deborah Samuel as the lady who was actually murdered because she committed blasphemy. But for the Muslim, I don't know if I should call it, but for the Muslims, the northern Muslims, they are not remembering Deborah Samuel because of what she did. They are remembering Deborah Samuel because she blasphemed. They will forever remember Deborah Samuel as someone who blasphemed, and they had to take her down. They are not remembering what they did. They are remembering what Deborah Samuel did. You see that place? God forbid. No. For me to come and say God forbid, no. A part of Nigeria that does not look like Nigeria. A part of Nigeria that people there. No, see, they used to say Christians are I used to see Christians, some pastors who come outside, they will use church, open business. I used to see them as people who are brutal, who are wrong, and they are callous. But you see, the northern Muslim clerics, their own callousness is way beyond words cannot say. Because tell me, how will you hold people hostage? In fact, some of them do not even know how to read the Bible. Shebi, you know how to read your Bible as a Christian now. If you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to read your Bible, or if you don't study your Bible, that one is your own cup of tea. But do you know that there are some things that are not even in the Quran that are actually being preached as if they're in the Quran? I don't want to go into this topic. You see this topic? Those people are built to perpetually remain in poverty by the brainwashing of these people. They ensure that these people don't break free. They ensure it. They ensure that these people do what? They do not break free. Because tell me, they used to come outside and say Islam is a religion of peace. And I'd be like, I beg, how you go put Islam in the sentence? Come put another, don't come and say, don't be kind of oxymoron be this. Oxymoron they call them. Putting two words that are not supposed to be in a sentence. Just like you say, I don't know how to say it. You just come out and say Muslims are merciful. Do you understand that northern Muslims are merciful? You cannot put mercy and northern Muslims in the same sentence. You know fit do am. Why? These people they act like say them they under the influence. So that is what Reno is remembering, and is saying that those people they no go agree. They no go agree. They will forever. And he came outside and spoke against it. So that is why he's saying this. A very visible jihadist seeking political relevance in the Nigerian political landscape. So why has Islam not removed the poverty in the north? If Islam is all that matters, this Reno is a big backward thinker. He's a bit suffering to do the north, and you don't get. He's not coming out to attack Obi. He's just coming out to say what will happen. Those people, they don't care. They trust a person that gives them, the way they know the northerners are built now. If you go there and you give them something, how am I going to put them? You don't even give them that. You give them that thing through the traditional rulers. The traditional ruler, not even the first person. You see the traditional ruler lays and play, but you see that they're cleric. Make the cleric come talk something. You don't finish now. That thing don't become law. Nothing where you go do, you don't become waiting. You don't become law. Make the cleric come talk something. You can't come outside talk to the cleric with the land. You are seeking for death, sir. Now your problem you define, and you will see the problem. Good think about Obi cannot think that way. But let Atiku contest, he will fail. Let him spend the stolen wealth. Well, I don't know what is going on. A lot of people are even coming out to say if Obi they do all this waka waka, end up merging with any of these people. Say they no go support them. Yes, they say because these people they like the old block, that they don't want the old block. But until 2027, fit talk. Make we just sit down, they look, carry our popcorn, they watch as this movie, they do it in. The storyline of this movie, where they head to. Alright, and those notes we have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.